Yeah, today's Wednesday. Yes, ma'am.
Riley, do I get brownie points?
You're on.
You didn't have to throw anything?
We just barely have a quorum.
Yeah, I know, I was gonna say.
There is no barely. You either have a quorum or you don't have.
We have one.
That's right.
Calder's gonna be 15 minutes late.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
I texted Cindy.
Okay.
No response yet.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and call the meeting to order. If we have a chance, look at the agenda. If we have a motion to approve the set agenda.
I'll motion.
Do we have a
Second.
second? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Consideration of minutes, the August 7th, regular meeting.
I move to approve.
Do we have a second on the minutes for August 7th?
Second.
Okay, also on the August 28th special meeting in regards to the ornaments and lighting.
I'll motion to approve.
Do we have a second on that?
The only thing that I'd like clarification on is I don't believe that we wanted to have any snowflakes, white snowflakes for the light poles. I think when Cindy was talking, she said if we did do snowflakes to kind of make them different, blue or something, or put a bow on them or whatever. So the second paragraph up, it said snowflakes for light poles. I don't know whether we need to make it as descriptive or not, but that might need a change there.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're talking about.
On the
Yes,
very
it's
bottom.
snowflakes for light poles, reindeer, Christmas trees, and Wonderland trees.
And what clarification would you like on that?
That we just don't want regular white snowflakes on the light poles. And it has to keep with the unique theme.
Maybe they should be.
So, hey, Joe, Pop, something that, okay, so we say, we're changing snowflakes for light poles to,
I even would take that out because on the top, Jimmy, I think it says,
Yeah, it says giant.
or
floral
blue,
bows.
yeah, or blue with snowflakes for the light poles. It says that up on the top.
okay, okay,
So I think you can just scratch it.
okay. So just remove that sentence.
Do we have a motion to accept the minutes changed with the blue snowflakes or the?
I move in,
I'll second.
okay,
All in favor, say aye.
aye.
On to the financial report, Steve.
So gross receipts, rental receipts for the month of July were $716,314. That translates into a 21.5% year-to-year gain for the month of July. Pretty good. It also, those receipts brought in $39,453 in occupancy tax for the month of July. So if you move on to your budget report, it is for the month of August, regardless of what I said at the top of the page. It's for the month of August. You had $40,125 in total revenue. You might notice the interest is $293 versus $4 we used to record per month, so that's pretty good. Total expenditures were $23,090. And on the second page, you'll see your bank account balances.
So Steve, is that, interest, is that just from moving those sums into
Yep.
the, great?
Yep.
That's great.
That kind of goes to Cindy Keller then.
Yep.
Bringing that to our attention.
Yeah, it's a good move on her part.
That's wonderful.
So, anyone have any questions?
No, sir. Thank you, Steve.
You got it?
Do we have a motion to approve the financial report?
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
On to the invoices paid for the TDA of August. If you'll glance over those, and Kate, if there's anything that needs to be brought to our attention, if you'll do so.
And just Magic Table Media, that's Andy J. You all probably know it, that's Andy and Lisa J. And on Big Boom Design, we did pay in advance one half of the new website. So that's just a half payment.
And you'll be able to give us an update later on that.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Do we have a motion to approve these invoices for August?
I move.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
On to old business with the holiday lighting and ornaments. Wanted this on there here so we could get just a recap, and also if we were able to find a video.
We were not, I did get to have contact with Kevin Marr, who is the guy from Bronner Commercial, and he's looking for a photo because he has a client who's right next door to his building who bought the same thing. So he's gonna get us a photo from them if he has to go take a photo. So that was positive. And Tim and I looked at the schematic for the whole thing, which basically has the head coming this way, and then there's stars. And there's one star that fell down, and I said, well, do we want that star at the bottom? And Tim said, well, you know, that's kind of how snowflakes go. It's not, yeah. So I think it's going to be ready for us November 1st. That's what he's aiming for.
Wow.
So,
And just follow up on that, we have one strand of lights, we're trying that 1,000-foot line, that's been ordered with the 3 cases of LED lights, so, and then Susie is supposed to get prices on doing some electrical work down by the, I'll turn around Tamarack and Tar Heels there, so that should take care of everything that we talked about last meeting.
Great.
And the whole idea for the video purpose, to make you guys feel comfortable and the board, was I wanted to show what it was going to look like before it physically
In the
got
real
here.
world.
Because I am a little nervous about it, just because I don't want it to look like chicken wire all over the place. But hopefully, maybe by the next meeting, we'll have a video or pictures and daylight versus nighttime. Obviously, nighttime it's going to look beautiful, and we're lucky it gets dark early. But during the daytime, you still have to think the tourism just don't want
Just
to.
like the ornament.
Yeah, exactly.
And Mr. Chairman, we also, Barry and I went out after the meeting last couple weeks ago with Susie. We plan on putting it right there now, you know, where the signs is, that say, where Fred puts the banners at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We will take down the middle 2 wood pieces, so you was that, and the, Mr. Snowman, whatever, Winter Lamp is going to go diagonally right there in that corner.
Great.
So as soon as you top the hill here,
No, there's not a light pole there?
no, well, there's a lot over there, but we're thinking it's not going,
Okay.
since it's so big that it won't be
Sure.
noticeable. So anyway, I think Susie talked to Fred too, I don't think there's any banners up then, so I don't think he'll be upset about the banners, but, that'd be, and good people walk upstairs. I think you can still get a handicap accessible first, but you have to walk down a little bit and come down the pavement.
Yes, sir.
It's a nice photo line.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
There,
good
that's in
solution.
your room, you
Yeah.
can park,
Safe.
either in front of Mountain View Grill or maybe Mountain View Grill, you can just park behind there, because they told me that they're thinking about making parking lot back there anyway, on another issue.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's where we're planning on putting it right now. I don't think anything will change.
The only, I'm just afraid, if we take it down, the holiday market, the rec center does, I know they always put that banner there. I just don't want to hurt.
You can put it on the fence.
Okay, as long as
Yeah,
there's,
it's
as long as
got-
we're thinking proactive. Yes, as
Yeah,
long,
we put it on the fence.
All the banners can still go.
yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Okay.
I think it's a great idea. Thank you guys for going out there and scoping the place
Yeah.
and finding a better spot for it.
yeah, I think it's going to be really nice. Plus, in that location, you'll have a good background of trees.
Trees, yeah, you'll
So
have
it
a-
won't be just standing up there with its wires.
Exactly. You'll have, at nighttime it'll be extremely pretty, and then in the daytime we'll still have trees behind.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
kind of camouflage.
Exactly.
Very smart.
Cover around the band.
You get to see it.
The full face of it.
Where you haven't before, you didn't notice it until you were on top of it.
Yes, sir.
And I worried about the trees before.
Jimmy, just prepare yourself. when it
Oh,
comes
yes,
to
ma'am.
it.
Yeah.
We know we're all gonna get,
We only
we're
leased it,
gonna all
I think, for a
get
month
yelled
or
at.
something.
Yeah.
All right.
If we all do our jobs right, you won't be out of your business
Oh, come
until
again?
after dark, well after dark.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes, ma'am.
You
Yeah.
won't get to see it anyway.
Hey, that's all right. All right.
Or you either.
I know.
All right, moving on to new business. Maps is listed here. I have two suggestions. I mean, it's just a suggestion. Who makes the trail maps for us? Like, is there a department or a committee?
Okay, the trail map is actually, it has been under the auspices of the rec center.
I hate this thing.
Really?
It's just
I
because I
get it,
had
I
to work
get
on
it.
it.
This used to be under the rec center, they stopped printing them about 3 years ago, so you guys do all the printing of this. So, whenever Emerald Outback changes, Sean draws me a new map format, and then I just get new brochures printed out for this. And we change it on the app. So, the maps issue is really more of an issue for us than it is for the rec center, because most people come to the visitor center for this, or they go by it at Fred's. This map has been incorrect for the last
Since it was
16,
printed.
15, 16 months, and we have still not got a new version of this, or gotten a reprint done with the old version, which was correct. So, but basically, we're spending a lot of money because we have to buy these. The rec center gets these printed, then we buy them, then we fold them, and then we open them up and we try to explain to people how to get somewhere on this map. And of course, we have to explain to them that it says the Beach Mountain Resort is on Charter Hills Road, which it is not. And then we explain to them that it says there's parking at the EMO parking lot, but there is actually parking all over the mountain. So basically, we open it for them, we give it to them. We cannot show them exactly where they're staying, which is a very common thing they ask us. Show me where I'm staying, and then I can see where to go to the trails from there. Well, because this map does not have all of the roads on it, it's got the main road, but it doesn't have the side roads, we cannot pinpoint for them exactly where they're staying. And when they are trying to find these, they don't have, a constant stream of feedback with all the little side roads that they're passing. So, it does need to be redone, and Sean is in the process of trying to redo it. We have about 10 maps left in the visitor center. And that is what we've got. That's our whole stock.
Do they have any?
No reprinting in sight. And so I'm,
Do they have any?
they do have some down there.
Okay.
And I can go buy some more from them of these. But since we're already paying for this, and then we buy these from them, and then we buy these basically from town hall, we buy the town map. What if we just order prints ourselves, and then when we know we can just be aware of when we might be running out of things, and instead of waiting for somebody else to get things printed. Plus, I asked Sean about the little roads, and he said they'll never put those back on, and I said, why not? Because our visitors use those. And he said, because the rec committee doesn't want to do it. They don't want to add the small roads back on to the map.
Would it behoove us to put the three together?
That's what I was thinking.
I mean,
lot.
we've got three
Because if you
maps.
have one piece of paper,
We're talking about it's a lot of information.
well,
But to have it all in one
see,
place.
what you could do is, on the back of this, we don't really need this, North Carolina. We know we're in the mountains of North Carolina. So if you took the maps like this, you put basically the road map like it is. You put the blurbs about, when you took out all the white space, you could condense this down, then put the inset of the Emerald Outback have the town road map with all the roads on it that are in the correct place, and then you add the trails on this, just as the original overlay was of the trail maps. Then,
So would that mean Preston would put it on, because that's the town map?
I'm sure you could do that for us. Could Preston,
I think so. I mean, I don't know where all those documents are coming from. I think the street map, I don't know if Jess used to print that or we just had that. So I know that's a separate document, the map
Yeah.
itself.
yeah.
I would say so.
Okay. So then we get one piece of paper. Now, we can still print a quantity of these because,
Individual, I get that.
you know, but we have one piece of paper that we can hand out. That would save us about $1 a visitor.
It also would save the visitors.
That's
Yes,
me,
it would.
because when I pull out 3 maps, they look at me and their eyes just close out.
Kate, when you send that to Preston, kind of keep me in the loop so I can kind of keep them moving.
Okay, yeah, and I understand that the rec committee wants to do something different, and I'm perfectly fine with that. It's just in the visitor center for the use of visitors, we need something different.
Would,
But that's only if y'all are interested in, you know, printing these as well. And you're already paying for them. Or interested in us pursuing getting a printable version all in one piece.
So it wouldn't be any addition to the budget at all?
No, we're already out of 15701. The other advertising we already had figured in for maps, so.
My problem with it is that basically, and this goes back to when I started, we're using the same pictures. The only update that I was able to do on the back with the narrative of the hiking is I definitely added the newer trail and things like that, but I was able to add color. So if we could change the front picture, and I know that might not be us, especially if we're not going to use this map, but I'll talk to Sean and just offer a suggestion of just trying to make it, this looks so out of date, and, you know, maybe
It's
put...
a little dreary.
Yeah, and you know, we're sitting here hyping our trails as one of our best, you know, amenities. And if I look at this and I'm not super duper excited, so, you know, I know it's so much easier just to say, hey, let's just make a few edit changes and then push the project off, but maybe it might be time to actually do
We've been
a
using
freshening.
these a long time.
I know it.
So-
Actually, when Kevin and I had bought our first home, it was the black and white version of this, but it was, you know, gosh, it was 15 years ago. And it was the black and white, and the copy changed a little bit, so.
Chestnut Falls got taken out. But
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was it.
And remember all the Chestnut Falls maps we had that we had to scratch through? That was pretty fun, too.
Yeah.
All right.
how do people figure out, because I'm looking at the legend, and all these little,
They're wrong.
Yeah, that's
So
wrong.
That's
there's no-
part of the problem.
that's, okay, I want to make sure. I
Yeah.
understand that
There's,
correctly.
many of those are inaccurate and
And
non-existent.
Could we just try to do a group project, and even though we're taking on let's just call it the visitor center map, and we're incorporating the elements that we need in it for our visitors, could we also run it by Sean, and Sean McNay is really good,
absolutely.
and
Yeah.
just make sure
Yeah.
everybody is happy, or as happy as they can possibly be with
I
it.
want to make a map that like our Parks and Rec staff, whose opinions I really respect, and I really appreciate the information they're able to give us about this. But I want to make a map that they can look at and go, yeah, that's right. That's where that really is. That, yes, you can park there. Yes, we do want bikes and hikers on that trail. I want a map that really reflects what's out here on the mountain. And also one that I don't have to spend a lot of time saying, oh, well, that's not right, and drawing lines all over it. So,
That's
And-
another thing, all these lines.
Yeah.
Would
Well,
we
and the
get rid of the
contour
contour
lines.
lines?
and actually, Wendell and I talked about this too, the contour ones. If you take the contour lines out, if you look on your road map, You do not have the contour lines. The road map's much cleaner.
Yeah.
So adding on the trails as an overlay onto the road map would be very simple, and it wouldn't be too busy.
That's what it used to be.
Yeah.
That is exactly what it used to be, Renee, and that worked.
Yeah.
And everybody used it and could read it.
When I worked at Fred's, we were doing that map all the time, and, you know, and then you
Go to this one.
How did that?
Well, I think
I don't know.
they.
I wasn't there. I am innocent of this one. I did not do this one. Could we check the pet-friendly paragraph too to make sure that that is with all of our codes and our ordinances and we're not telling people the wrong thing?
Well, now, I have to look at that, but if you're trying to say that jobs a comprehensive plan, that's the process of changing. So if you want to reflect what the new comprehensive plan says, you have to wait till that's approved.
Because we say we're
probably,
pet friendly.
we probably November, probably, if there should be similar, but I mean,
What does it,
I
what does
think-
it refer to?
I think they're similar, but I just don't want to print 6,000 maps and
What does
it
it
not
say?
be.
It looks generic to
It
me.
says dogs are welcome on our pet-friendly mountain. Dogs are encouraged to race around the Bark Park, our free off-lease, fully fenced canine park located across from Town Hall. The park has a picnic shelter, tables, and one of the best views on the mountain. Leashed dogs are permitted on hiking trails. Periodically, without a period, by the way.
Yeah.
Periodically, special guided hikes are organized for individuals who want to bring their pets on hikes.
But they're not supposed to be up at Emerald
I
Outback.
think we could take off the last thing about bringing pets on hikes. Because that last sentence, I think would be good, we should take it off.
But I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to be on Emerald Outback,
Yes.
right?
Breed dogs are-
You can bring dogs.
I don't think there's anywhere that you can't bring
They
a
changed,
dog.
they changed that over a year ago.
Yeah, they
Okay.
did, but they didn't take it out of the shore. So,
Okay.
yeah.
But I mean, if we don't say they're excluded, then people can bring them if they want to, but we don't have to call attention to it.
Right.
It does say no dogs are
Yeah.
Okay.
on this green little thing on the front of this one.
That's
Okay.
wrong.
So that one we have to change. This one's good.
Yeah.
All right, cool beans. Yay.
So, but this actually is gonna be, reworked too, because they've got another trail, another trail. And Sean's done a really cool thing where he's actually gone up there and really geolocated all of the trails. So his new graphic for the trails in the EMO are gonna be
Spot on.
accurate as to what you actually find up there. So, he's done a lot of work. It's just, I think at this point, we need to go ahead and push the process forward because this is something that we need, and we need a visitor center, one piece of paper that we can give out.
So do we want to set up a subcommittee to?
I think we should be okay. Let's just all of us be on our best behavior, and whenever the proof comes out, just all of us take the time to look at it.
Really, really.
And just
scrutinize
look
it.
at the stuff you know,
Who
you know.
will be handling that though?
That'll be me.
Oh, okay. And say once we get this map all done on one piece of paper, front and back, would that be mobile friendly? We would make that a mobile friendly?
Oh, yeah, that would be mobile friendly too, and then the new version of the app will put that on there.
Update it.
Yeah. So you can have one thing.
And then what kind of timeline do we want to have so we can stay on top of it?
I would say, to get them printed the 1st of December would be good. So, because our big push of ski season will start that 3rd weekend. So, to have enough in the visitor center, have them all ready and get them out to you guys.
Yes.
Moving on to the marketing and TDA report.
Jimmy, can I just say
Oh,
one more
yeah,
thing?
go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
You know, with as much trouble as we have of getting people down to Buckeye for like special events and stuff like that, I know that Buckeye has every known icon imaginable on the map here, but is there any way, and maybe you talked to Sean about this, to give them some more visibility or, you know, special event area or, you know, because if they're going through town and it's like our summer or actually even our winter people and it's bad weather and everything, they're trying to get down to Buckeye and get indoors and, you know, like the Santa breakfast and stuff like that. So
Yeah, and the map doesn't do a fair representation of Buckeye.
No, and that's where we need to
with the legend
get.
all being messed up, not correct, you can't see all the things you can do down there.
Well, maybe just ask his opinion and just see if there's like, I don't think there's a special event icon, but I don't know if he could put a Santa Claus or, I don't know, whatever.
Happy face and a balloon.
He's Parks and Rec, so
Yeah.
maybe he'll have a better idea. But it just looks all sports related, and it's not just sports.
Okay, that's a good point.
Try to get some more people down there for him. Okay, I'm done.
Anything, Danny?
No, that's, refrain.
Yes, ma'am. Move on to the marketing and TDA report. The only thing I'll add to that is if you'll give a website update, just since we've committed
Yeah.
money to that.
And the website, by Friday, we need to have all of the things that we want cleaned out of it, just unpublished from the site. So I've been going through trying to unpublish things that we don't need to transfer to the new site, which means next Tuesday, we should be able to start migrating to the new format. And we've given a couple weeks for that, and then we should be able, before the next meeting, we should be able to have a mock site that we can all look at and make sure it's how we want it to be.
You
So-
feel we're on track though for
Yeah,
time for
we
ski
are,
season?
we're moving.
Seems like
forward.
ahead of, that's pretty darn fast.
Well, I really want to push to make, there's a lot of things that need to get done between now and December 31st, and I'm just pushing to get them all ready for you. So I think we'll have a good product.
Yay.
Because a lot of it it's just removing stuff. There's a lot of good
cumbersome.
stuff in there that they need to transfer, but there's just some stuff that we don't need anymore. And it's 1,000 and something pages deep. When you start into that website, it's clear to see why it got more cumbersome. It was slow, and people couldn't find things. So
Did you ever resolve the Rocky Raccoon or Squirrely Dude, Boomer Blogger? We don't have that, right?
no, we are not having
But we're having like a regular blog?
or just having a homepage section that I can put an article on every,
Okay.
so, like regular.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will not have to talk like a squirrel. Or if anybody is our guest writer, they will not have to speak in squirrel language either. So that's going real well. We have had some really good press. Some of it we had to court, and some of it people just came to us with wanting articles. And so we did have several things up. We had some good coverage on the Kite Festival, some good coverage on Ornament Oz, and then we just had some general good coverage on Beach Mountain Resort and the Beach Mountain Brewery, 5506, biking on the mountain, hiking on the mountain, and the mountain bike park. So that was all really good. August, we saw Caroline Eubanks and Anna Van Urban. Anna is with Charlotte Magazine. Caroline Eubanks is This Is My South, and Caroline in the City. Both of them were hosted by a number of our local businesses, and we're extremely grateful for that. You can see, if you look at some of those links that I sent y'all out today, they do refer to your businesses when they've had a good experience. And so this is how you get more publicity. So we recently had an unfortunate call from a business who thinks they don't get anything from us. They are on TV over 50 times a day because of a media tour. So, and that is certainly sending people to their business. So it does make a difference. We did have more visitors this past August than we did in the previous year. And we still saw that a little higher percentage were from Florida than from North Carolina, but that was like 31% Florida and 29% North Carolina. We're still seeing Florida, North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee as being our biggest places. But we do have an increase coming from Alabama. And we are starting to see some other states we really haven't seen before. Virginia's one. that we're seeing that is not, we don't normally put money in there because it's easier to go to a ski resort in West Virginia than it is to come here. So we may need to look next year at the marketing mix and maybe put a little bit of money where people are starting to come from. So our occupancy tax was up from the previous year, and I did a cumulative increase from 2013-14 to 2018-19 on the gross receipts. Now, gross receipts are not going to be exactly, you can't take 6% of that and come up with occupancy tax, because your gross receipts include things like pet fees, if you charge an extra
Cleaning fee.
$100 for a pet fee, or if you have a cleaning fee associated, those things do not get counted in when you figure out what your occupancy tax is going to be. So gross receipts actually, in that time period, in this past 5 years, we have seen 108% increase in gross receipts for lodging partners. So that's pretty good. I feel like you're on the right track with what you're doing, and just keep doing it more. Now, we do have Atlanta Journal-Constitution. We may have a writer from them coming up in November. We did have a group of people coming tomorrow. One of them has dropped out, Virginia Brown, and actually Calder is hosting them. So Virginia Brown, I think would go in your 3-bedroom, so if you just need a 2-bedroom, does that make it easier?
Yeah, that'll make it easy.
Okay, good. She has had to drop out for personal reasons, but we do have 6 people coming on the media tour, and they will be with me tomorrow at noon. So, and some of y'all are going to be mightily involved with these people, and you know, it's always good to give these people a great view of the mountain. Whatever time of year, we just had an article come out that was from a guy who came last winter. So you never know when you're really going to start reaping some reward from it. So I feel like we're on the right track. We have 2 more coming after this media tour in September. It is kind of pushing us to get all these people hosted and fed and shuttled around the mountain and seeing everything. And these people are coming, they want to do a midweek because they want to see what the mountain's like when it's quiet. So it will indeed be quiet. We're still managing to figure out how to feed them and get them where they need to go. But after that, we'll take a break for the next month or so with hosting people. But I do feel like things are going real well. Y'all had asked me to look into a shuttle for the weekend of Woolly Worm. So Matt Leonard has given us a quote on the 32-passenger van. He doesn't have a smaller one available, and the 32-passenger is going to be $145 an hour.
Ooh,
And you need 9
he's
hours
charging you
a
more than he
day
charged
for a
me.
Friday. Well, it's the big one, so he doesn't have the $100 an hour one. Because I said, hey, somebody else got it. Of course I did, but he said that was the only thing he had available was the big one, and that it would just basically run a loop from the gravel lot down to Woolly Worm. But you know, that would come out to about $2,600 for 2 days if y'all wanted to do that. I don't know.
Are you
So
lodging
it's
people full anyways?
No.
Not quite, but we're getting there.
But if we, so 2 reasons why you would do it is to bring people up here, but if you guys are already full, we don't need to do it, and if
I love the idea.
we don't have enough time to
but
market
not
it
at that
well.
price, yeah.
Okay.
We need to look into it for next year, though, I think.
Okay. Yeah, it is a good idea because Woolly Worm, I will be there the whole weekend because I'm the treasurer, and so I will be in the back room, you know, protecting the money.
But if we don't have enough time to market it,
has a terrible problem with parking in Vanderbilt, and they pretty much park to every different place that you can park down there. So, and I have also run the visitor center Woolly Worm weekend, and we always get people who come up and say, I tried to go to the Woolly Worm Festival, could not find parking, and they come all the way up here.
Yeah, but how many people is that compared to, you know?
for $2,600.
Yeah, it is too much if you're not expecting to fill up the mountain.
And see,
They charge for parking down there though, right? I mean, it's
Correct.
either $5 or $10 for parking.
Yeah, they didn't ever used to, but they've done it for the last couple of years.
Maybe not this year, but would you consider charging people to offset the
yeah,
price?
we could,
I wouldn't at
Subsidize.
first, though, I wouldn't think.
But
I don't know.
if I'm gonna pay so I can park
Down
you know,
there.
close and have my vehicle.
But even
That's the only
that,
thing.
they run out
It's
of
a good
parking.
idea, but-
Yeah.
I think you also need to consider that if you do it, and if it becomes known you do it, you'll have people coming up here just to park to ride the shuttle.
Yeah,
Not
it
if
would need to
maybe
be a
you
lodging
include it,
fee.
Yeah.
include it with your lodging package. Can you like bump up your lodging $15 per person? And then that would offset the $2,600.
and for that, he runs just back and forth all day long.
Yeah.
Any discounts for downtime, like we ran 8 to 10 and then 12 to 2 and then?
No, he's just doing it a flat hourly rate.
If we have lead time,
Yeah.
yeah. If we had lead time and if the lodging people wanted to put pricing into their packages, to help, maybe not take care of the entire part of it, but supplement it, then I think it would be a great idea. But I don't think we have enough time to put all that together.
I think
Yeah,
you're right.
that's
The
what I'm
value of
thinking
it
is
would be
that-
to bring people to stay.
Right, so
Is
we
it
need to advertise.
Sort of a half and half, I could absorb some of it and then they would pay for a per
Mhm.
person ticket or whatever that they pick up when they check in,
Mhm.
their lodging and then.
Or the lodging office could cover it all if they chose to.
So put that on the burner?
Yeah, for next year.
Would they,
Not enough time to
I mean,
organize it.
just throwing it out there, because Valley Crucis Fair goes on the same weekend, is it something we would want to explore?
I wouldn't think so.
But we could,
Just too far.
they could ride the food truck down, eat all.
These pizza jokes don't get old.
That's true. I don't want to ride on Mary's wagon down there.
Well, I don't either, but I'm just saying.
Of course, I don't have to ride on it, so I think it's a great idea. Okay. All right, and what else did I want to tell you? Oh, yes. And the app, we got our final approval as an organization. I will tell y'all, the Google Play,
Crazy.
piece of cake. It took me 5 minutes to set up because I have to set up as your director. I have to set up as the web developer.
Mhm.
Now, this is the new rules for apps. It was that Barzy was a developer, as they really are, and we all know this. But now it has to be your organization. So it has to say Town of Beach Mountain TVA as the developer of the app. So to do all that, going through the Google system, it took 5 minutes, and we paid them $25 one-time fee, and we're done. The Apple Store system has now been 3 weeks, and each new piece you do, then you get a notice that says, we will be in touch with you within 2 days to tell you what next thing you do. And you pay $99 a year, every year for the rest of your life. So, but we will have that process done by this afternoon, so.
Fine.
And the new app will be ready in the next few days to look at it. And he's gonna schedule a meeting so we can go over all the details and just make sure everything that we wanted in the app is actually there. So it should be ready by next week, which is good. The last update is, this is what I called you about, Cindy. November the 5th, I've got a lunch and learn on using social media to improve your business. And a lady from Asheville will be coming up, and I need a space, and I was wondering if you could see if we could get the rec building, because that was really good when we did the North Carolina Rental Act.
We looking about 30 people or 20, 30?
Probably, well, we're inviting the Avery Chamber, and inviting the High Country host as well. So I'd say probably 30 to 40
What time?
people.
Nine.
From 11:30 to 1:30.
11:30 to 1:30. Would you need us to provide food, or do you guys have that in your budget?
We could probably order a bunch of pizzas. We could have a.
Or we could have a
pizza out in the
truck.
Parking lot. Yeah, we
Or
haven't.
Jimmy.
We haven't gotten into the details of what food yet, but we will want to do one.
Okay. All right, I will check the date for you guys.
Okay, thank you.
What was
It'd be a little tough to call it lunch and
November
burger,
5th.
not to vote.
It's a-
Yeah.
It's election.
Yeah.
I have not gotten the contract yet. So. Okay.
Anything else? Any comments from the boards?
How are we doing on TV channels? You were in the,
TV channels are both working. I ordered a VGA converter myself and installed it myself, and so your 192 is working. But it is on a server that is very old and it's very tired, and we're going to need Kathy Khalifa to help us move it to something else. And so she said she's working on that. It's just a matter of, putting her concentration on it.
okay.
So it keeps going down because of the server, not because of the equipment now. I will tell y'all, when we finally got the charter cable person out, the young man's name was Justin Sievert, and he came 2 days. And he actually went and borrowed equipment to try to whittle it down to which piece, because we thought it was the modulator, and it actually was not. It was the VGA converter, and the way he figured out which piece it was by plugging in all the components, plugging in a new piece, and seeing what happened. So once we whittled it down to what was broken, then I ordered a new one. And then I just kind of figured out what wires we're going to wear, and I copied them onto the new thing. And it worked, like, aha. So, but it needs to go to a new server. So, and that will not be something you have to buy. That will just be something you have to rent space on.
Okay.
Can that happen quickly?
I would love for it to happen quickly.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
But we know that doesn't work always.
yeah.
You guys, Jimmy was at the meeting, the town council meeting last night. Was interesting as usual, and the Leidies, Paige Leidy got up and said a really nice thank you. I think he pretty much thanked every living person on the mountain, which is, just a nice change. It seemed like that was working better, and they also were trying to get everybody to wear their armbands and go up and see the changes that they had made. Because it used to be you would just go up there and see the characters and hear the singing, and there was no food, no nothing. But apparently they've done a lot more changes up there, and actually heard some feedback from some of the visitors, and were really, how did you do on your business end?
Business end was really good, and then customers at the front counter, usually half and half are mad, half are really happy. This year it was like 90%
Much,
were actually
much better,
happy.
They
right?
were very.
That's
Like,
what we
they didn't
got.
wait in the line. They
Okay.
told me there's stuff to actually do up there.
So if you happen to see the ladies or whatever, I said thank you for saying thank you, because that hasn't happened to my knowledge before.
Well, and they came to the Ozball, even though they had an event down at Banner Elk that night, and they came to the Ozball, and Paige told me that he would always come, and they would always support us. So,
And you guys were full?
Not Friday, but Saturday we were full. Sunday, better than a regular Sunday, we were full.
Okay. That's good. So that was interesting, the meeting, and
and the Pinnacle had a good Ozball. Did you get one?
We had more than previous years. We don't fill up because we don't do one-nighters, but we had more than normal. And we have even more for this weekend.
good.
Yeah, I think this weekend's gonna be a bigger weekend.
Mm.
Not to scare anybody.
Yeah, this weekend I've got more two-nighters than I did last weekend. It's good. I don't know why.
He told us that for the entire season, they had 24,000 tickets. And then on Friday, the 2 Fridays, they only sold 1,000 for each Friday, and about the same on Sundays, but the Saturdays were full. So they're gonna, he said they're gonna end up rethinking how many tickets they're gonna have for next year so that they don't overload.
Are they still thinking 2 weekends?
It's
I think
sad,
so.
but I think he's gonna do that. He had a really nice conversation with Randall and I our Sunday morning breakfast. He must have talked to us for 40
It
minutes.
seems like a different attitude, didn't it?
It was funny, I'll just give you a brief thing that he said, because we were just talking about, that, people, a lot of people have like a season ticket for Oz or something. And he says it's a generational thing. He said the grandparents, the 3 sets of grandparents, the Costins, the Robbins, and, which turned out to be the Lighty family. And the elders were bang, 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 and he referred to them as the Hatfield and McCoys. And they never got along, and they had the, property issues and land issues and all that. And then the second generation came, like the Bill Elders and the Jan Robbins, who ended up getting married, so I don't know how that worked out for the Hatfield and McCoys. But it was still at that level. But now at the third generation, like with Paige and Billy Elder and Ryan Costin, they're talking, they're getting along, and they're trying to work together and are working together. So he says,
That's what the difference
and then he had his nephews there, and they're like, by the time this generation takes over, everybody's going to get along. So it was actually very interesting talking to him.
This weekend, both Friday, Saturday and Sunday are sold out.
Oh, Friday is this.
No, not Friday,
Oh.
Saturday and Sunday.
Oh.
Saturday and Sunday are sold out. Because he gave out to anybody that was here last night, you could get like a VIP pass. But he said, please use them Friday, we're sold out Saturday and Sunday.
That's good.
It's just nice to have some camaraderie and
Yeah.
everybody happy for somebody's success. So it was a nice thing. So is there anything going on in October that we need to pump or push or help, or any opportunities?
Meet the candidates is the 10th, but I don't know what anything else.
Yeah, and we do want to push Woolly Worm.
Oh, and there's hayride too, right?
Yeah, we've got a couple of hay rides.
Yeah, the first weekend is Lee's McRae homecoming.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of traffic over
Okay. Well, I will get back to you, Kate, on the only thing is if they decide to close down RAR for the winter and winterize it, but I don't think we have our act together enough to do that quickly. So we might be okay.
Yeah, my other choice is Pinnacle Inn, and I like the RAR because it has a little bit more room, but the Pinnacle Inn can give us their.
Will they be back on that?
Should be
Back
back
in?
in.
Cool, I'm done.
Only thing, I was trying to remember, do we still do that occupancy tax listing letter twice a year? Remember, we used to do it May and November. Is that
Yeah.
still the case? We do
Yes.
it May and November. Okay. Could you shoot us all a copy of that, or have the town clerk? do
Yeah,
this?
I'll ask Rebecca. Copy of the occupancy tax. Listing letter, okay?
Good. Anything else? Do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
No motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
It was less than an hour.
Anything controversial before I go?
No, the most we talked about was the maps and how they used to be good. We could read them
I had
before.
a cat festival and I just forgot to get it
One
to
of the
you.
things that I think we need to do is
No rush for it.